Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Tumelo ICT, and I'm back again with another video. And welcome to my channel, to flow with the market and my journey to becoming a professional trader. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do in this video is basically go through what I anticipated price to do, and also explain some of the trades that I took. Today, I'll also pop up a screenshot showing how I took the position, how I took the trade, and then yeah. So what happened is basically, so today, right, on Friday, we anticipated price to come above here. This was our target in liquidity. Please watch the first video in order for you to understand why what I was anticipating. So in the first video, I anticipated that price will come up and sweep this high right about here, sweep the highs right about here, right? And that's what price did. Price swept the highs right about there, and we didn't actually get that much of like an opportunity to trade because it happened midnight, and by that time I was sleeping. So, and then what the market did today, right? So meaning what we anticipated on Friday happened, right? So price finally went up and took out the buy side liquidity right about here. And also what we also anticipated, this was our range high, right? So basically this is the range of Friday. This is the high created by Friday. This line represents the high that was created on Friday, and this line down here represents the low that was created on Friday. So meaning this line here represents the sell side liquidity, and the top part represents the buy side liquidity. Okay, so normally we would anticipate price to come and sweep this low right here, obviously with proper confirmations, right? So what I expected is this line right about here, this line that I priced right about here, I expected price to hold, to break and close below in order for me to get those sell to the downside. But once price manipulated this line, this line represents the low of a 4-hour candlestick, right? So once price swept the low of this 4-hour candlestick uh and rejected inside, it shows a reversal pattern, right? It shows that price is continuing to the upside. As you can see, price has been pushing right about here, meaning it shows us the signs that we still continue to the upside since price failed to close below the low of the 4-hour time frame candle, right? So here we created what we call the change in the state of delivery as we close above the candlestick that swept the low of the 4-hour candlestick, right? So this candlestick right about here is the one responsible for grabbing all the liquidity below here and rejecting inside. So once price closed above, we expected a retracement, right? Which is a proper retracement to basically our fair value gap right about here, and that's when I caught my trade. After this candlestick closed, I got my position right about here, and then my stop loss was below here, or somewhere right about here, because I used the 5 minutes time frame to adjust my stop loss, and my take profit was at the liquidity area, right? So my take profit was at the liquidity area. So basically we managed to sweep the liquidity the buy side liquidity, I mean the buy side liquidity. Okay, so right now, since we have what we anticipated, let's continue with our analysis, right? We go back to a 4-hour time frame since it's very essential for our trading, right? So as you can see currently, so now we're anticipating what's going to happen next, right? So basically we have this for hourly time frame candlestick. We focus on this one. We have this for hourly candlestick, and we have this current candlestick. So this current is indecisive. It didn't take the sell side liquidity resting below, and it also didn't take the sell side liquidity resting above. So meaning it is indecisive. So we don't know where the market is going, right? So what we're anticipating is what we can anticipate is this candlestick acts as a reversal, meaning a retracement, not a reversal to the downside, sorry, as acts as a retracement. So it might be filling gaps on 15 minutes time frame or 5 minutes time frame or even the 1 hour. It might be filling gaps, or it might be act as a pool of liquidity, right? Acting as a pool of liquidity, meaning we're gonna use this candlestick to continue to the upside. How are we gonna use that? We're gonna wait for this candlestick's low to be swept by the following candlestick and then close back inside. Once you close back inside, wait for those retracement in a smaller time frame to get those continuations to the upside, right? To get those continuations to the upside. So according to the 4 hour time frame, this is what I see, and I cannot predict it because this candlestick hasn't closed yet. I don't know how this candlestick is gonna close. Maybe it can manipulate, push higher, and sweep this high and close above, and then we get those continuations to the upside. But currently we're still bullish on gold, and we're still looking for buying opportunities unless we come at this area. So currently this is our pool. This is our pool of liquidity. Once price come below here, we'll look for those continuations to the upside. All right. uh Now let's go back, let's go to the daily time frame, right, and see what is happening basically. Remember, the first video gave the breakdown of this video. That is why right now I'm just uh continuing, I'm just flowing in the market. I'm not breaking everything down from scratch, right? So as you can see, what is happening here in price, the market swept the high of this daily candlestick, which was our pool of liquidity, as mentioned before in 4 hourly time frame or 15 minutes. I mentioned that we have this pool of liquidity, this low, the sell side liquidity at the bottom and the buy side liquidity at the top. So price managed to sweep the buy side liquidity. So currently I can't say the market swept and rejected inside, because this candlestick, this daily candlestick, hasn't closed yet. So we're waiting for this candlestick to close, and then that's when we're gonna see if we're still continuing to the upside, right? So since the candlestick hasn't closed, let me give my prediction, like what I am I seeing, like what do I think is gonna happen, right? If in a scenario whereby the daily candle managed to close above, or in a scenario whereby the daily candle failed to close above. Okay, so if the daily candle managed to close above, we'll have those continuations to the upside, right? We have those continuation, and this here, this high will be our next pool of liquidity if we close above here. So we'll anticipate the market to come and sweep this high, right? But if price managed to close below, we'll have those retracement to the downside. And first, we have this gap right about here, right? So this daily candlestick might be in a form of a reversal. So we have this gap here between the low of this candlestick and the high of this candlestick. We have this fair value gap right about here. Let me highlight it, but I'm gonna delete it. This fair value gap right about here. So we have this gap that the market is filling, and if price managed to close below this daily candlestick, it means we have those rejections, meaning the market will be respecting this fair value gap, right? So if price managed to close below, we'll still look for those selling opportunities, right? But if price managed to close above, we'll be looking for those buying continuations. Now, in a selling scenario, right? For a selling scenario whereby price closed below, will support this. For us to trade those sells, price must close below this 4 hour candlestick. So price might sell and close below, close bearish. Once price close below, then will be good for those buying opportunities. But then if it closes above, it means this candlestick will manage to sweep this high. Or if it closes, the following candle is going to give those continuations to sweep and close above this candlestick. So meaning we're going to use this candlestick as our confirmation, either we're buying or selling. If price close below here, we're gonna continue with those sales. And if price close above, what about above, we're gonna continue with those buys. But in a scenario of selling, price must close below this line. So this line, price must close below. So the market must close below this line in order for us to anticipate those selling. So closing below will confirm that there are chances of the market to reverse to the downside. And our confirmation that the market is really going to the downside is if price close below this daily candlestick. But if it closes above this line, we will expect those bullish movement to the upside, right? But before I get those movement, I love to see the low of this candlestick to be swept before I go to the upside. I would like for the price to come and sweep the low of this candlestick and give us those continuations, right? So these are my anticipations for gold. Yeah, those are my anticipations for gold, and I hope the market will basically play along. So yeah, it will depend on how price closes. So right now it's 10 p.m. It's 20 past 10 p.m. Let's wait for price to basically close above, and then that's when we'll take our positions, right? So I'll try to give to post that. Actually, I'll post that on Instagram, so you guys go check out my Instagram, my story. I'll post the position that I took today for gold. Yes. So I'll see you guys on another video, and I'll see you guys on my Instagram status story. My Instagram handle is tumelo_ICT. You're gonna see I put Morgan Freeman. If you know Morgan Freeman is my wallpaper. You're gonna see search tumelo_ICT. Morgan Freeman is my wallpaper, and then yeah. See you guys on another video.